Oh, it's Papa San here. This is for the Figaro owners. This is my car. I'm doing the roof. I have the roof all apart. You see the back windows out. The top is off. And everything's peeled back. So I thought I'd do a little videography of what I'm doing and talk about the GJNorthall roof kit. There's no surprises. This came apart exactly the way the instructions described. Okay. You see that there's material in here from the old glue. It's falling in, and I'll walk you through what I did. So the first thing that you do is, from the inside, is you take out the clasps and the pull down for the roof. Those are done. And I'll just pause for a moment. Those are done over here. We have the clasp here. There's 2 screws. There we go. 2 screws. I take out the plastic cover. There's four bolts right here. You take them out. They're 10 millimeter, like that. Oops. You can either use a socket wrench or my little favorite, the speed wrench. Do that. The pull down on the inside is that you use a screwdriver. You come from the side. There's a little plastic screw that you use to do this. Turn them out, and then you use a screwdriver of some sort. I used a little jeweler's screwdriver. You pull out the plug on both sides, and then that pulls out. Give it a good cleaning later. The instructions are quite simple and straightforward. This is for the roof itself. This is for the back panel. I'm doing both. The roof kit comes with a CD of photographs, and they just walk you all the way through all the steps. Tools are pretty much easily attainable stuff. But the only real special tools that you need is the secure Torx, which is, this is a Torx screw here, and it has a hole in the end. That's the feature of the secure Torx. And the other item you need is a pop riveter, but everything else is, sharp knife and that. Sharp knife, screwdrivers, wrenches, and that. Instead of a sharp knife, I use a razor blade, because it's obviously sharper than most utility knives that I have around the house. Okay, so let me go back over to the car and we'll describe this again. Alright, so once we got the top, the clasps off, and the pull, there's a molding you pull off, and then along the edge is this metal, grooved metal, and it hooks into the front header. So you pull it back, comes off, it's done. You fold the top back, and you use your sharp knife, and the top is fastened to the bow here on the roof. So you take a sharp knife, and right along the roof you cut the vinyl away from the roof, pull the roof back, drill out the pop rivets, do the other side, and then on this side, same thing. Cut along the bow, separate it. Be very careful, you don't want to cut your headliner, right? Just cut that. Take out the pop rivets again, drill them, and then knock them through. Once you get the cap off, knock them through. They're done. You fold the top back all the way, and then here is this little bow here, this little tension rod. It hooks into the rear, onto the rear header. Okay, it hooks on here, so you use a small screwdriver, or I used a surgical forceps just to hook under it. Pull these 3 up, and then pull the end over, and then the other end over. It's out, and then you pull the top back a little bit so that then you can get in under here. There's 6 6 bolts, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so here's the front header of the top, right? And these are the edges that I was talking about that the headliner hooks on. You can see them, I think, right? And then the webbing, you can see the holes. There's holes here that are the rivets. And then on the rear header, there's 6 bolts. And you reach them from behind the top. And these are cap type bolts. So they have a cap on them so that they don't damage anything if they rubbed against anything. Okay? So you remove them, the top comes off nice and easy. Then the last detail. So once we get the header disconnected and that, pull the top back, we get the rear bow off. We're now going to take the rear panel off. So we have the molding here. It's held on by molding clips. Right, molding clips here. Oops, maybe too dark. Okay, so we have the rear panel here. I've already removed it. Okay, so how do you remove that? It is held on by molding clips. There's 5 across the bottom. Okay, and 5 across the top. So once you've got the top header off, or the rear header of the roof off, you can get your hand, pull the roof back a little bit, and then get your hand behind here and get a pry bar or a large screwdriver, something close to the clip, and then gently pry, and the clip will pop off. And then just move your screwdriver down, or molding clip pliers or a pry bar, pry here, get on the other side, move down, and you just move down all the way. From the other end, you do the same thing. You reach from below, and you then get your pliers, your molding clip pliers or pry bar or whatever under there. Pull that one up, and then work your way down. It comes off. All done. Throw it in the back of the car. Maybe take the opportunity to give it a good thorough cleaning. It's dirty in the corners. Give it a good cleaning before reinstalling it later. Okay, so that's how you take the inside molding off.